troopers and grinders. Welcome to Hank's Picks. Ugh, God. Ugh, I just can't seem to get that one spot on my eye, troopers and grinders. I've always got eternal sleep in my eyes, and I have to scratch with this finger. Actually, my dad used to always go like, whenever he was adjusting his glasses. And so he'd sometimes pull that trick sometimes, troopers and grinders. But I'm telling you, it's hard to get the sleep in my eyes. It's been so itchy. It's been a while since I've taken a shower, troopers and grinders. So for that reason, I get picky. I get picky when it's around pick season, troopers and grinders. But welcome to Hank the Tank's Picks. It is a very unorthodox stream I am sharing with you this time, troopers and grinders. Usually you would have Hank the Tank and the man to my left. Wait, hold on. Got visuals. The Idaho Skatesman, guys. Usually I'd have the Idaho Skatesman by my side to pick the fights around this time of night on Thursdays. But unfortunately, there is nothing happening on Saturdays. There is Ryzen happening on Tuesday. And Skatesman told me, hey man, let's do Ryzen on Saturday. And I was going to actually do a fight companion for Octagon 65 because it's actually a pretty big card for Octagon with what is the name of what is their name again? Paradeiser versus Keita 2. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to doing that as a fight companion because the true God's honest truth, troopers and grinders, is that we don't really have that much combat sports or MMA this time. I mean, obviously Isha's about to correct me, and I know that Isha's in the chat. She's like, what are you talking about, Hank? What are you talking about? There's all sorts of combat sports, Hank. What are you talking about? But the MMA that I care about, guys, it's the names that I know on the big Tapology screen, on the big screen on the front page, and I'm interested in that. So I want to do Octagon, okay? So if Skatesman isn't going to be there to pick stuff with me, then I will do the picks for the shows instead. And I'm going to do the picks for Octagon 65 in the meantime. There is MMA on Saturday and grappling. Yes. I know that Isha, and of course Isha knows about it. The niche, the hardcore. What are you doing, Hank? Dude, Octagon's here. You're lying, Hank. There's all sorts of MMA and combat sports around, man. And it's true, but not the kind I care about. I'm sorry. Hey, Anakin, how's it going? Michael Kie, welcome to the SkateTank MMA podcast. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm out. All right. Out you go, Isha Helwani. See, I knew that he was going to be a hardcore, that he was going to be the alternative, troopers and grinders. So he was going to be real angry at me for not saying that there was MMA on Saturday. But I care about the stuff happening on Sunday, troopers and grinders. So I will dedicate an entire stream to doing Hank's Picks. Ooh, God. That's the spot. That's the spot. Hank's Picks for Octagon 65. Oh, quite the card we have for you, by the way, troopers and grinders. This one's going to be a super card. So I will go through every single one of the 9 fights on this show. We're going to probably keep this stream more brief compared to other ones that you'll be seeing, but it's going to be a fun one regardless because I did full card picks. Hello, DJ Aiden. Hello, DJ. Hank, favorite part of Wonka that you like so far? Let me think about that, actually. There's a lot of great musical numbers, and it's actually so consistent in quality. It's hard to put my finger on something in particular that I like. I would say I like all of Wonka's interactions with Noodle. I think those are very adorable. I think Timothée Chalamet does a very good job at playing Willy Wonka and the very, innocent and kind, and very creative and clever and very curious chocolate maker. I think he does a good job at bringing off the charm that Gene Wilder gave the character before. So I do like Wonka. I like Wonka, and I like the performances more than anything else. Cheers, Isha. Cheers. Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you in the SkateTank MMA chat. I'm going through the full card picks, Isha, so strap in, baby. Please give me mod. I tried to, DJ. I actually tried to, my brother. I put in DJ Aiden in the community settings. I put it in. Didn't see your name, man. I think it's because you did actually changed it recently, so I didn't see you in the search bar. You might have to revert it back to DJ Aiden One Direction fan in order for me to find your name. But actually, let me see. Let me see if I can do this. I'll do it really quick because DJ Aiden, he has something to share with Hank the Tank and all the troopers and grinders at the moment. Very important new intro he has for the channel, and I'm gonna give him his flowers. I'm gonna give him his shot to completely change the intro for the channel. I'm going to see what it is, man. I'm curious, genuinely. So, let's mod DJ Aiden for a temporary amount of time and see what the hell he's talking about. I have, oh God, I've done it. I've given the moderator status to DJ Aiden for a very short time period. All right, it better be good, DJ. I swear to God. So show me it when you're ready. But in the meantime, I will share with you, troopers and grinders, my picks for Octagon 65. Actually, hold on. I should change the camera a little bit of it. See? Oh. Here it is, troopers and grinders. My picks for every single thing. Okay, there it is, that big, beautiful blue wrench on DJ Aiden. But first, we have a fight between Jacob Batfalski against Dominic Toporker. Toporker? Is he a porker? I don't know if he's a porker. He might be a porcupine, troopers and grinders, but also he's got the Dominic, like Dominic Mysterio. See, that for that reason, I'm going to fade him alone. And also maybe he's maybe instead of a Batfalski, he's a fat Baldy. I'm not sure about that, guys. With these names, you can never really tell. But just looking through these guys' records, recently beat a 4-0 opponent as a prospect. He looks pretty damn young in that picture. Yeah, 22 years old. Now, to be fair, Dominic Toporker, the porker, is 21 years old. But look at who he's losing to, guys. He's losing to a 6-6 even record opponent. 0-0 guy he finds a submission against. 1-0 opponent beats him 11 months ago, not even a year ago. A fighter who's had one professional win beat him. And everybody else is just schmucks. Whereas it seems that Jacob has taken on much better competition and knocked them out. He's only lost to a 3-1 guy. That's still a solid record. Everybody else he is finishing. And so, I don't know. I just feel like he's had a better track record than the porker has found so far. And people are also telling me that this kid is a solid prospect. They're putting him on the main card of an Octagon card because they want to start it off with a bang, with a big-ass finish, flatline, KO. Ooh, and now you really know it's an Octagon card. And it wouldn't be an Octagon card without a first round, without a huge-ass finish to start everything off. So I'm going to go with Batfalski by round 2 knockout, troopers and grinders. I think he's going to find the finish because just based on recent Octagon shows and just me knowing Octagon as a whole, we're not going to have a decision after decision after decision on an Octagon show, on a regional MMA show. We are going to have a few finishes, troopers and grinders, and I think this is one of the ones to have it. Do a Sesame Street Oscar the Grouch impression. I love trash. Everything dirty, you're dingy, you're dusty. Everything rancid, or rotten, or rusty. Yes, I love trash. There you go. I hope you're happy, Kobe Wiggle. I just gave you the Oscar impression of the century. Phooey. Here, let me take a look at this damn link from DJ Aiden. Hold on 1 second, troopers and grinders. What? 1 second. 1 second. I've got to stop sharing this screen. I got to share this one right here. Wow, this is just an incredible intro for the channel, guys. Check this out. It's playing some Ariana Grande. Keeps playing Ariana Grande. Making sure it's real low so you can't hear it. All right, we're halfway through. Now, this is the part where it should cut to Hank the Tank or the Idaho Skatesman doing something, right? No, it's still her in front of that picture. Now, it does say track 01 intro, so I actually like, that's a nice bit of creativity from DJ Aiden. He knew that intro was there visually, and so that would actually make for an intro on the channel, but unfortunately, you screwed it up once again, DJ Aiden, because whenever you show anything that has music in it, it is necessarily copyrighted, DJ Aiden. You've messed it up once again, and I can't use the intro, DJ Aiden, because it has copyrighted music. Now, I like the visual creativity you had with the visual background for the song, but it was still a song nonetheless, DJ. And oh, go get back to work, Igor, and don't come back until you've found a new intro for SkateTank MMA. That has no copyrighted music. That is what I order you to do, Igor. Yes, master. Oh, yes, I will have the new intro for the channel, master. I'll get you some brains. But DJ, that's strike two. That's strike two, DJ Aiden. Another copyrighted kind of piece of music. How could he? Yeah. Now listen, if you really want to, DJ, I could help you get some video editing techniques so that you could actually make a video intro for the channel. But you'd have to really have my help in that regard, DJ Aiden. And I don't know if you're ready. And I'm sorry, DJ, but I don't think you're ready. But thank you for the effort anyway, DJ Aiden. And that was fun. That was very fun in the meantime, and I can know that came from DJ Aiden's heart. Shilo Primetime, he's shocked by what DJ Aiden has presented. The greatest intro in SkateTank MMA history, right? Second place to the one that I have for the channel right now. But let's present this one instead, guys. Yeah. I'm sorry. All right, back to the topology. Back to Hank the Tank's picks. Yo, no skate stream. Let's go. Master Science, the number one Idaho skatesman, Hanker. Not Hanker. And his name is Hanker Tanker. He's such a bucking lib. And every time he opens mouth, it's just a bunch of dribble. Yes, no skatesman. He was the protege of King's World. He is the brand new number one skatesman hater. So congratulations, Science. Here is your trophy. I hope you enjoy your role as the number one hater. Keep up the good work, Science. Keep up the good work as the ultimate demeanor of the Idaho skatesman. Don't be too mean, you understand? Or else Hank the Tank is gonna have to hit you with the paddle. See, he's gonna have to spank you with a ruler. Hey, two smelly fingers. Don't ask him where he got those two smelly fingers because he won't tell you. Not for legal reasons, but let's just say it happened at the airport. How is it going, two smelly fingers? My man. Ooh, yeah. Bro, I just spent like 6 hours playing with my friends on Minecraft. Did you hate on him in Minecraft? And by the way, do you hate Idaho skatesmen in Minecraft? Now, you say that it could be in real life, but could it be in Minecraft? It could just be in Minecraft, man. It might not be such a big deal if it's in Minecraft. But I'm glad that you had fun with your friends in Minecraft. I hope you built something creative and you had a wonderful time. And 3 of them I haven't talked to since like before COVID. Wow. Well, that's a great moment, man. I'm actually glad you got to have that reunion with your buddies. You got to live for moments like that. Because it's very easy for friends to pass us by. And I think Master Science, she knew it. He knew that it was in the holiday spirit to reach out to old loved ones and friends and to try to reunite. And I think that's an ultimate showing of kindness and charity in the holiday season. And I hope he had a great time with his friends, his old buddies. Hey, two smelly fingers. Little session. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. I probably don't hate him in real life. Yes, it's in Minecraft. Holiday spirit, indeed. Yeah. And then next holiday season, you can mend the bridge with Idaho skatesmen. You can repair and rebuild the bridge, but until then, it's burnt down to the ground. It's under construction, troopers and grinders. It is in limbo right now. We don't know what's happening to the bridge, but here we have the second of Hank the Tank's picks for Octagon 65. We have Marko Novak against Emil Kurhil. This fight isn't really decided by records because both these guys, they've had their wins and they've had their losses. I was almost tricked into picking Marko Novak personally because beats a 2-0 guy, a 5-0 guy, great. But bear in mind, he beat this guy, the 5-0 guy, on a regional scene that isn't even an octagon. And then he beats a 2-0 guy. 8-10 isn't that high caliber opponent. And when he actually ran into someone who was pretty good, he got absolutely obliterated. 0-3, same promotion with a schmuck who's 0-3 gets a triangle choke. And so it doesn't seem like this promotion outside of Octagon has all that great a competition. Whereas Kurhela lost to Max Holzer. The real OGs of the SkateTank Army know that Hank the Tank has picked Max Holzer by second round submission like 4 or 5 times, at least 3 times this year. And he has been very successful and very in coordination with Hank the Tank's picks in Octagon. But, you know, he was able to survive at least half the fight with Max Holzer, and I think that's worthy of respect. Beat a 7-4 guy. Again, it's in like this weird ass promotion called Cage. Another guy in Cage. And I know that's how he started in Octagon. He didn't have the best debut fight to enter in with, dealing with a #1 prospect in Max Holzer at featherweight. But I still think that Emil Corhella is a very good grappler. I think once he gets his opponents down, he's very good at managing the arms and the limbs and keeping his opponents down. I think he's good enough to find a submission on Marko Novak. I think that Novak's been dealing with a lot of strikers. And the one time that he dealt with somebody who was a wrestler, he paid dearly for it. And now he's finally dealing with another wrestler in the Sarge, Emil Corhella. So I think Corhella is underrated. I think Corhella is going to get Novak down to the ground. He's going to be a style of fighter that he hasn't dealt with in a while. And I think he finds it, man. I think he finds the round 2 submission because it is Octagon. And with Octagon comes finishes. You might be onto something with the Jai Opetaia take. What did I say about Jai Opetaia? Opetaia really sucks. Yeah, I think so too, man. With Opetaia, he was just getting wobbled in some of his fights. Like he was having competitive fights against guys he really shouldn't have had competitive fights with as a champion. I believe he lost. I believe he lost his belt, man. Am I mistaken for thinking that Opetaia lost his boxing belt at some point? He's entertaining, sure, but he's lucky cruiserweight is so dead right now. You said he got fraud checked. Yeah, he did. And maybe let me check his record. Jai Opetaia. That's a good point. Yeah. She's 26-0, but yeah. Oh, that Jack Massey fight was bad. It was bad, man. Maris Bredis fight was bad too. Like he doesn't look great in the fights that he wins. Comes very close to losing in those fights. So he didn't lose, but he didn't look good in a win. You know, he survived due to a stoppage, but he was on the way to getting beat. That's my opinion. I agree he's not great. Nah, I don't think Bredis beat him, but it was not a good look regardless. Yes, it wasn't a good look at all. I was listening in on my phone because I was at lunch, but I was listening in to commentary about it. And it sounded like he was doing shit, man. It sounded like he was getting beat up and caught in moments. Like his defense was starting to show some holes. And he got through it. He survived long enough to get a doctor stoppage. But I don't know, man. Yeah, it's not a good look. I feel like he's going to run into a boxer that's going to show him some levels. And then we're going to see what happens, man. He's not a top cruiserweight, in my opinion. Next, we have Jacob Makuna Matata against Ozan Aslaner. Wait a minute. Ozan Aslaner. Oban Elliott. Ivo Aslan. Okay, this guy looks like, and he honestly looks like a mix of both of those UFC fighters just put into one person, which is very interesting. But yeah, the chimp, Jacob Takota, has not been looking good, man. Sure, he lost a split decision to a 9-2 guy. Okay, great. He kept that competitive. That shows his skills. Competition was aight, but then he loses to Keita, who's in the main event, by the way. Losene Keita. I think he took his soul a little bit, guys. I think he took Jacob Takota's soul because after that, he loses to a 2-0, dude. He loses by unanimous decision. And not only that, he was getting rocked on the feet, dude. He was looking drunk in there. He didn't know where he was. I feel like Keita took away his toughness. He took away his grit, his technique. He just looked like a shell of himself against George Stain. And now, is that attributed to George Stain just being very good or Takota looking real bad? I don't know, man. Aslaner, he only lost by knee injury in his last fight. That was 2 years ago. So he is coming back after 2 years of ring rust, which doesn't help his case. However, it was due to a knee injury. So fluke knee injury, 14-5. That's a good opponent, especially for someone who's in Octagon, because rare that you deal with somebody with that kind of record. And he's knocking fools out and getting, wins against 19-6 dudes, people who have a fair amount of wins. Split draw with an 8-2 guy. Like, he's solid. Whereas Dakota's starting to lose to the schmucks, to the guys who are complete amateurs in Octagon. I don't like the look of that. If he's just losing to a knee injury in his last fight, I still think he has some gas left in the tank. I think Dakota's been looking real sloppy on the feet, and Aslander is just way more smooth. I know it's been a while since we've seen him, but I think his fundamentals are way better at this stage in his career than Jacob Dakota, even coming off an injury. And I think he's going to beat up Aslander, and I think he's going to finally chin him, man. I think his chin's there, dude. He was very close to getting chinned against George Stain. So I got him by round 2 KO. Another classic Octagon finish. Know what I'm saying? Hey, Hank. Hey, how's it going? MC Andrew B. MC Andrew B. Man, Deadpool and Good Noodle are messing with my hanker. What do? I know. I gotta believe. Da, 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 da. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. You work with me, I'll show you fine. The more to beat you, I'm sure to beat you. But nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Now kick. How's it going, Andrew B? What is good, Andrew B? What's good, Andy? MC Andy B. I'm doing good, master. Yes, master. This is your master right here, Andrew Parappa the Rappa. This is Master Cyan the Onion, and he's going to teach you how to do some rap fundamentals so that you could do a diss battle beyond just Skatesman and Deadpool. You're coming for everybody, Andrew B. You're gonna wipe the floor with MMA YouTube. You're gonna even go after Guru, man, and you're gonna win. I'm gonna train this man, Andrew B, to be a champion in MMA YouTube. I'm going for the strong man, Jacob. That's not bad. That's not a bad pick, Andrew B. Especially because Aslander is coming off a 2-year-long wait. And Dakota is the main pick, but I feel like there's more finishing potential guys than Aslander. And the fact that Dakota's starting to lose to worse and worse calibers of opponents, I don't know, man. I feel like Ebo Aslan's going to get it done, guys. It's good to see you, Andrew B, and it's good to see everybody who's here in the SkateTank MMA chat. And if you are enjoying the stream, please like, and then subscribe and hit that notification bell, troopers and grinders. We can have more of your beautiful faces here in the chat. Good Noodle is my homie, but still in me. Yeah, he's still in you, man. He's still effing around, man. That Good Noodle, dude. Sometimes he could be a very salty noodle and a bad noodle. So you always got to look out for Good Noodle. He's a good kid. He's definitely a good kid. But every once in a while, man, he goes off the wagon. So you got to be careful. And then we have our next big fight between Aggie Sardari and Onyen. This is him. This is Master Onion, Andrew B. Onyen Dimmick. I believe Sardari was supposed to fight someone else. Yes, I remember. Yes. He was supposed to fight another guy on the Octagon card. And let me take a look at the list of canceled fights. He was supposed to fight Mateusz Legarski. Legarski is a vet in Octagon. I believe he won his last fight too. No, he lost to Keita, which is everybody loses to Keita, man, in the what is the weight division? The lightweight division, which is a quality division in Octagon. Everybody loses to Keita except for except who I think is going to win against him in the main event. But a lot of people lose to him. That's fair. But I was going to pick against Sardari until I realized that his opponent wasn't Legarski, that everybody was picking against Sardari, but this schmuck named Onyen Dimmick. So this is actually a short notice replacement fight for the one that Sardari was supposed to have. And looking through these guys' records, 15-8 win, not bad. 12-1 guy, once he deals with Keita, he loses. Everybody does. 7-3 guy, he finds submission. 10-9 is not great. 7-0 guy beat him. So he's a low caliber of talent, troopers and grinders. But look at this guy. He's having a draw with a 4-3 dude 6 months ago. Come on, man. 25-16, unanimous, great. But that dude's had 16 losses in the double digits. 14-1 is a draw with an illegal knee. But trust me when I say he was the one taking the pummeling. And just this loss, because of this loss, I cannot, in sincerity, pick this guy Dimmick to win, no matter how many people picked against Sardari in the fight he was supposed to have. I think he's too solid. He's experienced. His grappling can always help him out when he's in trouble. And I don't know. I've got Zardari to win by decision. But yeah, he's definitely a low caliber of talent, and he's not shooting up to the moon after this one. I think someone with some actual talent he probably loses against. He's not on the best run right now. I got some mini drinks by the night table, Crown Royale, and special champagne. Well, just remember, Andrew B., drink in moderation. If you feel like you're getting a little tipsy, it's probably good to put down the bottle and just be happy with what you had to start, and don't go overboard. Don't be wasteful. And remember, sometimes when you consume alcohol too much, you can do things that you can regret. So it's best to limit your drinking while you're ahead. I'm going for him. He will be champ. But yeah, I mean, look at that belt on his shoulders, Andrew B. Look at that beautiful belt he has on his right shoulder. Mwah! Come to daddy, baby. Put some shine and luster. Don't put any dirt on that belt, man. Get your hands off the belt, baby. Where's Skate? Skatesman wants to do the preview and picks for Ryzen with me because that is the show that he's most accustomed to. But in the meantime, it would have been too long a drag before I have Frankie on Friday. Usually I try to get 2 days out of the week where there's no stream. Maybe there's like a meme or some other thing that I post. So I didn't want there to be too wide a gap between shows because I'm going to do the OKTAGON Fight Companion. We're gonna have our picks for Ryzen soon after that. But I wanted to make sure to get some picks out today. Then do Frank and Tank Friday, and then Saturday is when I'm going to have my day off. When is that coming up this weekend? Yes, we're going to have Frank and Tank Friday on Fridays. Saturday is going to be a nothing day, surprisingly. Usually that's a very heavy MMA day. Of course, Isha would say, no, Hank. No, there's MMA and grappling, Hank. What are you talking about, Hank? But I'm sorry, Troopers and Grinders. OKTAGON is what I care about on Sundays. Sunday. So I'm going to do the Fight Companion on Sunday. Saturday, unfortunately, will be a nothing day, but I will have Frankie here on Friday to do the rundown with Hanker Tanker. So look forward to that, Troopers and Grinders. Let's go on to our next big fight between Mr. Radovan Uskrt taking on Daniel Schwing. Daniel Schwind. Pretty easy to see who I'm going to pick here, Troopers and Grinders. I get it. Uskrt is 8-5. He lost to a 13-3 guy. Not a great look. 18-13. Wins it by doctor stoppage. That's not great either. 13-5. He loses. He's a very mid-level of talent, Troopers and Grinders. But look at who Daniel Schwind is winning and losing to. One against a 14-28 guy. Once he fought someone with a losing record, he lost. 2-1 guy, sure he won, but then a 5-4 dude knocks him out. That wasn't even 2 years ago. This is the only good opponent he's beat, and then someone else just completely closed him out cold, man. 14-28. You're coming off that victory, and now you're facing someone with a winning record. I feel like Uskrt is going to beat the crap out of Chuck Norris, and Daniel is not going to get any swing action after that. So give me Radovan Darabadakman. Skirt. And the bim go ta 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 ta. 2 + 2 is 4 quick mops. Give me the skirt to win by knockout in the first round, Troopers and Grinders. When is that coming up this weekend? Yes, that is going to be on Sunday. Did you get the DM from Giuliano? I got a DM from Western Mass Climber at some point. Let me see. Let me check to see if I got something from Giuliano. I did. He was on Hank's Think Tank on Wednesday, yesterday, Andrew B. And you can always watch back because I kept the archived stream of Hank's Think Tank around on Wednesday. Go take a look at that stream, Andrew, because Giuliano is on for all of that thing. So that's a little Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying? Hank and the Giuliano, Tank Genti, pretty good. No Tanks MMA. Oh yeah, he's the animal and insane. He's going to take him to hell. Base take from Andrew B right there. He's taking him to hell, and he's pulling you all down there with him, Troopers and Grinders. Sid Vicious impression. Oh, God. Well, I know, Kevin Nash, that you got twice the size that I do, but I got half the brains that you do. That's right. That's right. Better be careful, Kevin Nash. Psycho Sid. Ooh. Be scared, boy. I'm coming, Shawn Michaels, for that WWF belt. And ain't nobody standing in my way, because I got half the brains you do. Yep, I was there till 2:40. Based, as always, from Andrew B. That is an incredible approach from Andrew B. Half the brains. And then, of course, you won't be happy, Psycho Sid, when you're dealing with the Shock Master. All right, the Shock Master. Oh, he fell on his ass. I'm going to put my YouTube aside now for a few weeks. Sounds good, Andrew B. Have a U day. Have a U couple of weeks. Take a break. Come on, let's go upstate. Yeah. Have some of you time, Andrew B. Then we have our next big fight between, look who we got here, Mr. Igor Severino. Brains. Be careful, troopers and grinders. It's a zombie. It's Igor Severino. If you get too close to him, he's going to take a chunk out of you, troopers and grinders. He's going to bite you on the neck, and then he's going to force you to make a tattoo on your shoulder after he's done biting you. And God knows that tattoo's going to suck when you're 80 years old. This guy is pure evil, troopers and grinders. He's a little vampire, is Igor Severino. If you don't remember this guy, way on the right, troopers and grinders, Mr. Igor Severino, he was looking like a great prospect coming into the UFC, got a huge knockout on Contender Series. Hey, 5-1 guy, he's looking solid. And then next thing you know, he's going over to Andre Lima, and when he knows he's losing, he took a chunk out of his shoulder, troopers and grinders, and Andre Lima screamed. It was horrible, troopers and grinders. It was a petrifying, blood-curdling scream, and the doctor had to stop it. And Dana White fired Igor Severino on the spot. Igor Severino, screw you, you're fired. And out Igor Severino was from the UFC. And then Andre Lima made a horrible tattoo on his shoulder for bite of the night. And then after that, he he went on to have a terrible career in the UFC, Andre Lima, where he would cheat and he would miss weight and he would do a bunch of boring shit, stuff that he used to never do, troopers and grinders. So I think that Igor Severino, when he bit Andre Lima, he turned him into a zombie, guys. He's looked like a zombie in that ring ever since, man. He looks like he's on autopilot. So Igor Severino ruined the quality of Andre Lima, and now he's trying to ruin the quality of OKTAGON, troopers and grinders. With small fork in hand as well. Exactly. He's gonna take a chunk out of you with a fork. I won't overdrink it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Andrew B. Oh my, that really happened? It did. It did, Andrew B. That is a true story. He literally bit Andre Lima during a fight night for the UFC and got cut from the company after that. And now he's come crawling back to MMA. And I can't even believe that the sport allowed this degenerate right here, Igor Severino, to come back to the sport in the first place after pulling that shit. But here he is against Jonas Magard. And as you can see, with that little red blotch on his left shoulder, it looks like Severino's already taken a bite out of him, troopers and grinders. He's going to turn Jonas Magard into a zombie. My God, the zombie apocalypse is here, troopers and grinders. The virus is spreading at the hands of Igor Severino. But Jonas Magard, the shark. Man, you want to talk about taking a bite. People forget, man. Just like Master Science Chi said, people forget, man. Jonas Magard is a shark. And you want to talk about zombies taking bites out of people. Sharks don't just take a bite. They take a bite and then some. They eat the whole body, troopers and grinders. So they take multiple bites. Fish are friends, not food, until they get the smell of blood. Here's Brucey. This guy, Jonas Magard, was not only starring in James Bond flicks as Jaws, but was also the shark Brucey in Jaws. And he was eating all the beachgoers up, troopers and grinders. People forget, man, Jonas Magard, he's an animal in there. And 22-6 guy eats him right up, Josh Hill. Jack Cartwright just coming off of his stint as I believe it was the OKTAGON bantamweight champion. Eats him right up for breakfast, man. Felipe Lima eats him up. And I get it, because Felipe Lima is a future contender, and I believe he could be a number one contender in the UFC bantamweight division. So Felipe, he survival of the fittest. He loses to him, great. 13-6. Eats him. Philip Matchup has him for lunch. And then Andre Lima takes the bite. Look at this. Look at this. Troopers and grinders. Andre Lima, disqualification, biting. I was right, troopers and grinders. Never tell me that I'm not honest. He bit him, damn it. 8-1 guy, 9-1. This guy's was the future. And then he took a bite out of Andre Lima. He took a bite out of crime. Andre Lima was cheating a bunch before the fight. Yeah, that is true. He's always a cheater, man. Andre Lima's a piece of crap. And I'm sad that I ever cheered for Andre Lima, because I didn't after he missed weight. He's a piece of crap. But to be fair, Igor Severino was beating the shit out of Andre Lima, but then Andre Lima started to turn the tide a little bit, guys. He's turning the tide, and Igor wasn't liking it, man. And so he decided that the only way he was getting out of that fight without getting finished was to take a big bite out of Jonas Magard. And my God, it was pure evil, guys. Igor Severino's the GOAT, man. Yeah, for biting Andre Lima, who's a piece of crap. He has earned his role before the bite. Oh, yeah, somehow I forgot about it. With small fork in my hand while watching the fight. Well, don't take a bite out of me, Andrew B. I wouldn't like that at all. I agree. I'm going for him. I'm going with Jonas Magard because he has beaten very quality competition in OKTAGON. Former champions. People forget, man. And only lost to the best. I think that Igor Severino is not the best. He didn't look his best against Andre Lima. He wasn't UFC material, and I don't think he's going to be OKTAGON material either, at least against Jonas Magard. So I'm going with Magard to get the win and to send this disgusting degenerate packing from OKTAGON. That is my freaking pick, troopers and grinders. And Magard is actually quite the wrestler as well. That's how he's been able to win all these fights. So I see him taking that Igor Severino down to the ground and beating the ever-loving shit out of him. So Felipe Lima versus Peyton Talbot would be elite. Yeah, and they need to book that in the future, man. Once Peyton's a rising contender and maybe someone beats him, but it's a close decision, have him and Lima go at it. Let's go, dude. Troopers! Michael Kie, and I like his Sergey Pavlovich with the little sunglasses emoji as well. That is a quality profile pick from Michael Kie. Michael! It seems we have a new loyal member of the SkateTank Army in Michael Kie, and I love it, man. Good. Michael's a good guy. Thank you for appearing, my friend. Good night, Andrew B, and thank you for tuning in. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. I could see Igor winning because he has his master, and he must get his brains. And Igor tends to survive those horror movies, and he's played by Peter Lorre, and I just wouldn't want Peter Lorre to lose, mister. But he's got his master, and the master is Magard. And I think Magard the master is going to beat the shit out of old Igor the humpback. So I got him by submission in round 2. And then we have Lucie Pudilová taking on Cecily Bolander. I am the Bolander. I am the Homelander. You better not F with me. I am the Bolander. Cage Warriors champion. How the hell was she a Cage Warriors champion, guys? Only had 3. Yeah, because she was in she was in the academy and she won it. Boo, that doesn't count. Nobody cares, bruh. That is as prestigious as freaking what else? That's prestigious as Power Slap as far as I'm concerned. And then you have a split decision win against a 0-0 opponent. That's terrible. And then you lose to Lucie Pudilová, who is now your opponent in this fight. And this was yet another cancellation, troopers and grinders. Lucie Pudilová was supposed to go against this opponent named Sabova. Yes. Lucia Sabova, the silent killer from Serbia, baby. It was she had one defeat in Muay Thai though, but in MMA she's been perfect. And she was supposed to whoop Lucie Pudilova's ass. And look at the women that Pudilová lost to. To be fair, Jocelyn Edwards is solid. Eileen Perez is solid. Luana Carolina is very solid. I'm going to look at Luana Carolina. Did she lose recently? She didn't lose, did she? I think she had a good fight. Yeah. Okay, 11-4. Yeah, she's been on a hot streak. She's won her last 3 fights. So she's lost to solid competition, troopers and grinders. And she already faced Cecily Bolander in her last fight, and she beat her. Now I get it; it was a split decision, troopers and grinders, but it's still a 1-0 for Pudilová. And then she has this fight with her on short notice, troopers and grinders. Short notice. The Lucie Pudilová was eating steaks and drinking. Cecily Bolander was eating steaks and drinking beer in Serbia, and they called her up to fight short notice, my brother. Cecily Bolander was supposed to fight someone completely different from Lucie Pudilová, guys. Let me take a look at who she was supposed to face, because she was supposed to face someone else. Yeah. Who? Yes, she was supposed to face Sara Luzar Smajic, who's 4-2, and lost her last fight to a 1-0 gal, troopers and grinders. Terrible. She's supposed to face a loser, troopers and grinders, and instead she got the woman who beat her on short notice. And I feel like with even less time to prepare, I think for an opponent who's completely different from the lady that she was fighting before, I just think that Pudilová was going to school her. I think she might even finish her, but I will have her by decision because it is a women's fight. I don't know, man. I think that Pudilová is going to show her levels, and she is a former UFC talent as well, and I think that's going to show, troopers and grinders. So give me Lucie Pudilová. I can't believe I've ever picked her in my life, but she will somehow, some way conquer the Homelander. And then we have our big co-main event between Karlos Vémola and Will Fleury. Steph Curry. No, it's not Steph Curry. It's Will Fleury, who is a solid light heavyweight prospect emerging out of Ireland, troopers and grinders. The next Connor, guys. Next Connor right here. Ignore the 13-3 record. This guy's the future. The next Ian Gary. Let me tell you. 12-7 guy. He beats. 7-0 guy. Unanimous decision. PFL. Solid. 24-6 guys. See, now he initially won this, but he is a cheater. He's a cheater, troopers and grinders. He's Marty Juiceman, Marty from Nebraska. He's juicing himself up. Oh, hook it into my veins. He's using the drugs to not only recuperate, but to help him out in his fights, troopers and grinders. He's a dirty, dirty cheat. But now that he's finally gone to a place where that's allowed, he's kicking ass, troopers and grinders. He's dropping Daniel Fikor, finishing by arm triangle choke, but he's dropping him. 13-10, left hook, bang, knockout. This guy's tall. This guy's rangy, troopers and grinders. 6'3", 77-inch reach advantage. And he's putting people away, my friends. Edouard Vémola. Yes, he's defending his belt. He's defending his belt. This is his third defense. 33-9, he gets an arm triangle choke. That is a solid opponent. But then this is what I'm worried about, troopers and grinders. Right here. Gets knocked out by a hook. From 16-6, this guy's 13-3. Pretty close record. Gets knocked out by a right hook out of nowhere. 12-9, not that great an opponent. 11-4, okay. Doesn't finish him. 26-10, whoops his ass like Kinsel. I don't know, man. Vémola, I think he's really going to rely on his wrestling here. He's going to try to get Fleury down to the ground, try to submit him, maybe even eke out a decision win over 5 rounds. But that's tough because Will Fleury has power. He's tall. He's rangy. He's got okay wrestling, okay enough wrestling to neutralize some of the wrestling and takedown attempts of Vémola, I'm going to assume. And if this is kept on the feet for just a little bit of this fight, I think that Fleury's going to knock him out. So give me Fleury to survive the first round with Vémola, keep himself safe, and then when Vémola least expects it after he gets his takedown stuff, bang, left hook, knockout, round 2, mark it on your calendars, troopers and grinders. And then finally, we have our big-time main event, a sequel to what has been acclaimed and regarded as the best fight in Octagon history between Ronald, Ronny, Paradeiser, and Losene, Keita II. These two had a fantastic back-and-forth fight in their last one. Keita usually wins his decisions against these Octagon guys, as I said, and he was able to against Ronald Paradeiser. Let me actually try to go back to these guys' first fight. Let me check. How long ago was that? Yes. Paradeiser lost to Keita back in the day, man, in 2022, over 5 rounds. Whereas let's see how Keita's done ever since. He won. Ooh. Yeah. We're against Ronald Paradeiser. And then he beat Ivan Buchinger, but that's pretty good by knockout. Loses to Sanakidze. That's a foot injury. That's nothing. Wins the belt right back. And he's been dominant. He has been very dominant, troopers and grinders. But I feel that Paradeiser has improved, troopers and grinders. He had very bad cardio in his last fight, where around round 3, I believe it was round 3, he started to gas out, started to slow down against Keita. He was finding success with his wrestling, and he was doing a good job at keeping the fight mostly down on the mat. And then he started to stall. Keita came back with punches, was hitting him with some big shots. Paradeiser refused to go out. And they eventually made it to the 25-minute mark, and Keita won a very close decision in a very good fight. But many called the best fight in Octagon history. Just such a back and forth war. And I feel like Paradeiser's improved ever since. Just look at man. He's on a 5-fight win streak, 14-7 split. That's not great. 15-5, but he knocks out a 21-4. So he's found his way, man. And a finish against Buchinger is very good. Fisher is very good. 12-1. Legarski, he beat Legarski, and that's why many are considering Keita to beat Paradeiser in front of a German crowd. But the problem, troopers and grinders, is I feel like he's not looked great at lightweight. I really don't think so, man. Like, he's looked good in terms of his results, but in terms of how he actually fights in there, I've heard from people that he's looking sort of shaky. He's not looking as technical or as balanced as he used to in his glory days. And meanwhile, Paradeiser is looking smoother and smoother in that squared circle, in that cage. And Keita, I just feel like he's going to deal with a new Terminator who's not going to gas out during round 3. I think Paradeiser is going to look way more improved compared to their last fight. And I feel like he's going to find a way to get more takedowns in. He's going to look better on the feet, have better striking. I think that Keita is dealing with a new Paradeiser here, troopers and grinders. And I feel like Ronald McDonald's going to grind things out to a What would it even be, troopers and grinders? 48-47, maybe 149. 149-46. All for your winner, Ronald Paradeiser. I think he's going to get it done, troopers and grinders. He's going to get it done by decision. I don't see this having a finish. If anyone is going to finish this fight, it's going to be Keita, in my estimations. But against really solid competition, he doesn't tend to find the finish. So I feel like Paradeiser is going to make it all 5 rounds, but he's going to be a new and improved Ronald McDonald. And he's going to eke out the decision in another fantastic fight. I'm hoping that it surpasses the first fight that they had, and that it's a great card overall. And usually Octagon delivers, and it's going to be a huge ass venue as well, full of people, just avid fans, roaring fans, and I think it's going to be good. So there you have it. That's it on my little mini stream that I had for everybody. If you were bored as hell by Hank the Tank's picks for Octagon 65, never fear, because Frankie will be here on Friday, troopers and grinders. He will be here tomorrow, Friday, with Hankus Tankus. And we will discuss all things MMA, including some of our best memories from this calendar year for the UFC. We'll have some categories to go over. We'll be talking about Ryzen and some upcoming shows, some boxing. No doubt that Frankie is very avid regarding boxing, and some of his predictions there. And just talk about our different experiences as MMA fans. For you guys, dude, for you guys. So be here. I believe it's going to be 3 o'clock my time. 3 o'clock my time. Frankie's going to be up late for this one. So if Frankie's up late, Hank the Tank's in the early afternoon, be prepared for Frank Tank Friday. And we're going to have our big chat for about an hour, 2 hours. Just talk about life and talk about MMA. Classic stuff. If you love Fight Night Frankie, you got to tune in. for his collaboration with Hank the Tank, finally on the SkateTank MMA channel. So tune in tomorrow for a big time collaboration / interview stream. And that's it. Saturday is going to be a whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna probably post a meme in the Saturday stream on the community post. So stay tuned for that meme. And then on Sunday, early morning stream from Hank the Tank, the OKTAGON 56 fight companion. Pretty sure isn't it 58? Oh God. As you can tell, I'm a consummate professional, troopers and grinders. OKTAGON 65. Crap. You're going to have the OKTAGON 65 fight companion stream with Hank the Tank. And then Sunday night, troopers and grinders, we will have the rise and oh God. Well, I can never get the numbers right, troopers. I'm pretty sure it's 49. I was going to say 48. 49. We will do our Ryzen 49 preview and picks with Hank the Tank and my buddy. Finally, my little buddy. Yeah, those skates, man. So look forward to that, troopers and grinders. And until we meet again, you have escaped the war zone for now.